Welcome back to News Talk for this half hour. Dr. Stephen Houston is joining me, and today the topic is the over-medication of America. Well, I can't say that's much of a surprise because every day we're seeing a new pharmaceutical commercial. Every day we're seeing something new sponsored by a pharmaceutical company. I guess I'm not surprised to hear the topic of over-medication.
Well, today in Oneida County, we probably wish we were over-medicated.
After the devastation, I can imagine.
Day. But we are terribly over-medicated, and for a variety of reasons. 40% of people over 55 are on 5 prescriptions.
Wow.
And it's because either a doctor gives a lot of prescriptions, or more likely, people see so many doctors who prescribe. And one rule is, if a doctor prescribes a medication, another doctor in another specialty is not going to stop it.
Oh.
And there are 3 types of medications. Fossilized medications, where a doctor long retired or worse wrote something for you 10 years, 15 years ago, and you're still on it. No doctor wants to stop it. And there are shroud medications. Those are medications where before they flip the lid closed on you, they put them in case you need it in the afterlife. They just won't be stopped. And then there are no stop medications. Doctors are afraid to stop medications.
And now, what comes from that? Well, why is it, if I'm a doctor and I'm looking at, how many medications this patient is on, I mean, what is it that leads to not wanting to stop that, or saying, this may be too many? I mean, what's the leading cause, do you think?
The reason for not stopping it is, if I'm a gastroenterologist and I see a patient on a cardiology medication, I'm afraid to stop it. And those are the kind of medications, the most dangerous, are also the ones that tend to stick around the longest. Blood thinners, stomach acid medications, a lot of psychiatric medications now. And so people are really taking way too much. There was a study done where they took 60 people, and they were able to stop, amongst these 60, stop 311 of those medications slowly. Not only did the people feel better, they lived longer, and they had fewer hospitalizations. So one medication leads to another medication, leads to another medication. It's called the cascade effect. In my book, I use Alzheimer's. If a patient has Alzheimer's, they go on medication. Medications are not great in early Alzheimer's, but everyone goes on them. And then they go to another doctor, and the patient's family says they're losing their urine. And so the doctor figures, okay, patient with Alzheimer's having urine problems, that happens. So they give them another medication to stop the urine. But the urinary problem was caused by the Alzheimer medication. So now they're on a second medication. That second medication cancels out whatever benefit the Alzheimer medication gives and gives them a whole new set of side effects that may take a third medication.
Are there any alternatives, or are we caught in just this vicious cycle?
We shouldn't be caught. There are ways of, don't speak to your general doctor. You can, you should, but speak to the doctor who prescribed the medication and say, hey, I've been on it for a long time. Can we taper it? Can we stop it? There are websites, STOP, S-T-O-P-P, 2 P's, STOP, and BEERS, B-E-E-R-S. Just Google them. STOP criteria and BEERS criteria. They'll list the medications that are acknowledged that seniors should simply not be on. People are on medications that don't work, that have stopped working, that have side effects, doses too high, and they've been on them too long. And it's a very sad affair when I see in the office people who are on 16 medications.
Wow.
And I run them through a drug interaction checker, which everyone viewers can get online with drugs.com and get the drug interaction checker. But if you're on 16 medications, I guarantee you there are going to be side effects and drug interactions. And a lot of them are dangerous. Somnolence, dizziness, blood pressure drops, and things like that. When people reach a certain age, especially if they're on blood pressure medications or diabetes medications, as we age, we tend to need these medications less. But again, they tend not to be stopped. 16 medications.
All right. Well, the websites to check out would be stop.com with 2 P's and BEERS as well. And Dr. Stephen Houston, we always appreciate it. We're out of time.
Dave,
Thank you very much for coming back.